Hey, code chasers, how are you doing? I hope you're fine and healthy. With that healthy note, we will start our today's video. I am Madhulakshman Attiketi. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Code Chasers. In this video, we will see the basic definition of HDFS, that is Hadoop Distributed File System. What is HDFS? Why we have to use HDFS? And what were the circumstances that led to the use of HDFS? Before going further, I'll take a real world scenario. If at all we take social media as an example, in today's world lakhs and lakhs of accounts are being increased, and also we need to have a system which will hold such huge amount of data, and also which will manage such huge amount of data. Beyond a certain point, the traditional databases may not be compatible to process such amount of huge data. And also, according to IDC report, International Data Corporation report, the amount of total data in the world will reach around 175 trillion gigabytes by 2025. Dude, it's really huge. So we need to badly have a system to handle such amount of huge data. So what is the solution? Don't worry, code chasers. We have a solution here. Big data. Big data is our solution. First of all, what is big data? Big data is extracting meaningful data by analyzing huge amount of formatted data. So we will take the same example of social media. We are having such huge amount of data increasing day by day. So what we will do is we will format the data, we will analyze that formatted data to extract some meaningful data. That output which we got finally, the meaningful data, is called big data, and it is really very huge as we have discussed. The above extraction cannot be handled by traditional database beyond a certain point. Do you think such huge data will be handled by traditional database? I don't think so beyond a certain point. So big data also has its own challenges. We need to store the big data. Due to its massive volume, it becomes a challenging task. Even if we somehow store, okay, we have stored the big data, but the processing of this huge amount of data will take a lot of time. So again, what is the solution here? Code chasers, don't worry. I have a solution for this challenge. The solution is Hadoop. If you have a storage problem with big data, we have HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System. If you have a processing problem in big data, we have Hadoop MapReduce. One key point to remember here, Hadoop MapReduce is not that fast as compared to other processing machines like Apache Spark. This comparison of MapReduce and Apache Spark we already have discussed in our earlier videos. I'll keep the link in the description. You can go and have a look. So we'll go bit deep into HDFS. HDFS is a file system which is designed for storing massive amount of data in commodity hardware. Hey dude, again, what is this commodity hardware? We don't know this term till now. Don't worry, code chasers. I am there here. I'll be telling you what is commodity hardware in next few seconds of this video. Before that, we will also take one more point on HDFS. HDFS follows distributed file system approach. What is distributed file system approach has been explained in detail in our earlier video. I'll keep the link in the description for the same. Even if we have discussed earlier, I'm going to discuss this point in a nutshell in coming few seconds. So before that, as I have said, we will discuss what is commodity hardware. Commodity hardware. Before going to commodity hardware, I need to say something. In market, there are two kinds of hardware available. That is commodity hardware and enterprise hardware. Commodity hardware is bit inexpensive, bit affordable compared to enterprise hardware. Enterprise hardware is very expensive. So why is this difference? Expensive and inexpensive. Why is this different? The major difference is commodity hardware. If at all we take 10 commodity hardware, there is a probability that one among the 10 will be damaged. So we have to be prepared for that. But to balance this disadvantage, commodity hardware is maximum fault tolerant. Commodity hardware. These devices are often networked to provide more processing power in commodity computing. What these devices generally do is we will be having computing if at all we process the data. Computing is an obvious process. So to boost up that computing, to provide power to that computing, we use this kind of commodity hardware. And also I have discussed this is cost inexpensive, and those people who can't go for enterprise hardware will go for commodity hardware. HDFS has this beautiful future that it can work with commodity hardware as well as enterprise hardware. Isn't that fantastic? This is one of the important and beautiful future of HDFS. Next, horizontal scaling and vertical scaling. We will discuss horizontal scaling and vertical scaling in a nutshell here. Why we are discussing, you will be understanding in further few minutes. Again, we'll come to the same example, increasing of data in the social media. If at all the data is being increased to meet that requirement, we have or we can follow two types of methods. That is, one is vertical scaling, other is horizontal scaling. Vertical scaling, if at all the data is being increased, in vertical scaling, the RAM size, the CPU size will be increased. The increasing of data will result in increase of RAM, increase of CPU. But this can work only up to a point. Beyond this point, this vertical scaling can't be useful. So we need to have a solution here. So to attain that solution, we have horizontal scaling. What is horizontal scaling will do? In horizontal scaling, the number of instances will be increased. Whenever the data is being increased, horizontal scaling will go on adding more instances. Here in horizontal scaling, the data is being divided into instances and then processed. Now, HDFS uses horizontal scaling. In HDFS, the data is being divided among the data nodes and then it is processed. As of now, you understand the data is being divided among the instances in horizontal scaling and then processed. Here, we are not increasing RAM, we are not increasing CPU. To see more clear what is instance, what is data node, we will see it in the next upcoming video, that is Hadoop cluster and HDFS architecture in detail. To move forward in HDFS, we will take the important points of HDFS here. Distributed storage for big data. HDFS follows distributed computing. We already have discussed the importance of distributed computing. So HDFS follows that distributed computing, which makes HDFS very suitable to store such amount of huge data, which makes HDFS to store big data with an ease. And also HDFS is cost effective because it can also work with commodity hardwares. In HDFS, replication is being observed. Replication is one of the important future of HDFS. What is replication? Each and every data that is being processed in HDFS will have its own replica. Whenever there is a situation where the data is being damaged or that the data is being lost, the replica of the same data will come into place and will allow the system to run smoothly. Isn't that fantastic? This is the very important feature of HDFS, and replication in detail will be covered in our further videos. And also the data in HDFS is really secured, and these above features makes HDFS very much suitable to handle, very much suitable to store such amount of huge data. Next video will be very interesting because in that next video we will be seeing the architecture of HDFS and also the Hadoop cluster. What is Hadoop cluster? How architecture in HDFS looks like? That part gonna be really very interesting because HDFS follows master slave architecture. What is master slave architecture is a beautiful concept that is being explained in our next video. Hope you find this video useful. And if you like the content in this video, please do like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you find this video worth sharing to your friends, please do share our video and keep supporting us. Thank you so much.